I didn't have NeurOptimal in my life, I would be less engaged.
I would be very unfocused.
I wouldn't have a PhD.
If I didn't have NeurOptimal in my life, I would be much slower to complete things.
I wouldn't be as clever. I wouldn't be as funny.
I would be less clear.
If I didn't have NeurOptimal in my life, I would be probably quite bored.
I would be much more cautious about doing a lot of the things that I do.
I probably would be struggling.
At worst case, I'd be exactly like I was, which was emotional, irritated, overreacting to things.
I would be much less grounded.
I think I would be more stressed out. I would still be consuming massive quantities of Diet Coke.
I probably wouldn't be in a relationship.
I would be having not nearly as good a time.
I would be much less patient, tolerant, humorous, flexible, resilient. Not as good a mother or doctor.
When people start picking on me and I start taking it personally and I'm not able to be objective, I get all kinds of defensive.
When I'm having catastrophic thoughts, once again.
When I'm getting a bit frustrated with things.
When I'm stressed out.
I'm stressed.
I'm having difficulty sleeping at night.
When I start snapping at people.
When my husband tells me I do.
I know that I need a NeurOptimal session when I start to lose my words.
When I'm feeling more wound up.
When I get irritated waiting in line.
When the writing I'm doing gets a little hard.
When I find myself getting in my own way.
I prefer to use NeurOptimal over any other neurofeedback system, and I've tried them all because it is easier to work with. There are fewer side effects.
It's easy.
I refer to it as Neurofeedback for Dummies.
It's easy to use. To have something in our lives that is the greatest good with the least amount of expertise that is required to use it.
I know I'm not going to feel any adverse effects from the training.
It's a comprehensive training program, and as a practitioner, I am not playing God with anybody's brain.
It's not pushing the brain in any direction.
If everyone used NeurOptimal, the world would be a much saner place.
There wouldn't be the desire to hurt anybody else because you know we're all the same.
The world would be a very interesting place.
The world would be a better place.
A better place.
A much better place.
The world would be peaceful.
Peaceful.
The world would be a lot less twitchy.
A place where there is a lot of mutual support and a lot of mutual respect.
A more thoughtful place. The world would be happy.
Much more loving.
A kinder and gentler place. If everyone used NeurOptimal, the world would be so much more efficient and effective and peaceful and calm, and it would be a different place.
It'd be a different place.
If my brain could talk after a NeurOptimal session, it would say,
Life is good.
Oh, this is nice.
My brain could talk after a NeurOptimal session. It would say, what were you so worried about?
It would say, I'm free.
It would say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It would say, thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much.
If my brain could talk after a NeurOptimal session, it would say, why didn't you do this sooner?